Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off on the other one and make our script actually do something. Now, we spent a long time looking on how we make the script actually work. And so now that all that background activity is finished, let's see how to make it actually process something in Vegas. So let's go back and look at this display first, and then we'll continue looking on how to make it work inside Vegas. So here's our actual form, and we wanted it set up so that if this checkbox is checked, which is CHK Adjust Gen Media, is what I called it. If that is checked, then we want it to adjust all selected generated media on the timeline. Now if this one is checked, then we want it to adjust the project settings itself. Now if both are checked, then they'll both be adjusted. And then when you click on this button, it's going to actually adjust those. So let's go back to our code, and we'll look at the actual adjust button, which is button OK in this particular case. And if the check adjust media is not checked, if not checked, and not check adjust project dot checked, then I'm just going to pop up a box that says, hey, nothing was checked, so no changes can be made, and then simply return. Otherwise, for my new width, I'm going to use that routine to convert it to an integer and pass it the width.text. And then for the new height, I'm going to do the same thing and do my text to integer and pass it the text height.text. Now, this is the simple one. If the check project.checked is checked, then myvegas.project.video.width equals new width, myvegas.project.video.height equals new height, and you're done. That's it. If the check adjust generated media is checked, then it becomes more complicated. In this case, I'm going to create a size called new size, and I'm going to create it from a new size with a new width and new height. Then I'm going to go through each track, called my track in myvegas.project.tracks. If the track is video, then I'm going to go through each video event. I just went ahead and put video event here instead of track event because I know it's video because I've already checked to see is my track video. So it just saves me from having to convert the track event to a video event. So for each video event, which I call V event, in my track.events, if the video event.activeTake.media is generated and the event is selected, then I want to get the video stream, which I just called my stream, from video event.activeTake.media stream, which we converted to a video stream, and then we say my stream.size equals new size. We really need to use size because we cannot adjust the width and height separately. And then at the end of this button, all we're doing is closing so that the form goes away. Now here's the project. I added a titles and text to it. If we look, it is 1920 by 1080. Same thing with this color gradient. It's 1920 by 1080. And then we have our test pattern, which is 1920 by 1080. And the project itself is 1920 by 1080. So let's take the text and the gradient and convert them to 4K, leaving the project and the test pattern alone. So I'm just going to select the 4K here. We've seen how all this works. I want to adjust the selected generated media, and then we just say adjust settings. And now when we look at the titles and text, we will see it is 4096 by 2304. If we look at the color gradient, it is 4096 by 2304. If we look at the test pattern, it is still 1920 by 1080, and the project itself is still 1920 by 1080. So now let me select this one, and we'll change it and the project. So I'm going to change this down to HDV, which is 1280 by 720, and we'll choose both of these so that it will just the one selected generated media and the project. And now titles and text is still 4096 by 2304. The color gradient is 4096 by 2304. The test pattern is 1280 by 720. And the project is 1280 by 720. So now we've seen how it can work to change just selected items, either the selected generated media event or the project itself, or both. And it will use the selected resolution that we have defined in the two text boxes. And so it seems to do the job really well, and we will look at expanding on this in future tutorials. So I hope you like, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see in future tutorials.